we've done all we can with that one. So, it's up to that person to get within one. Yes, that one is finished. What's going on in the weekend? So I think it's the same issue again.
Have you done a sound check?
Yeah, everything sounds really good at the moment. You can ask me a question if you like.
One, two, one, two, one, two.
Test.
Hear me okay?
Yeah, we're pretty clear, I think.
Clear. Okay, good stuff. Looks
Yep.
like start on the match.
Would it be one? You reckon it would just be one again?
Straight attach of two, so I'm just going to leave it second.
No problem.
The could have two.
All right. I mean I was sitting back before. Even if you sit to the side, that's still pretty audible. We've got room to put that up if we need to.
You guys doing that?
Yeah.
We have difficulty with the online.
Yes.
So just in case we have to just run,
Yeah.
we just need someone maybe to sit here and say hello.
Yeah.
So
So you just had that for one person.
So
Yeah.
Scotland were first, Ireland watch me, and then in Australia with Kate, their media manager.
We tried, Starling. Try Luke.
We
Yeah.
realised before the president starts.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So what happens is someone's put their mic on.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
So the first possibility is it picks it up actually. Then the second possibility would be the fourth possibility. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's interesting. It's still happening. No, that's what it's before. Let's try to work out.
It did well. Yeah, that's what it is for me to.
And I mean,
I guess it's for me.
you ask a question, it's so hard, it's progressed and it's false.
So you tried this.
I'll try. All right.
हेलो मुझे फ़ोन नहीं किया घूमने अकेले फ़ोन नहीं किया मुझे घूमने अकेले
Obviously, you make the cake. I get, yeah, I thought you meant as in fun. Yeah.
Cheers.
Sorry, I got.
They're on. Have them off and then.
Just before we start, if I could ask you again to silence your phones, please. It'll be Scotland captain Preston Mompson up first, and I presume it'll be Stark from Australia. No. Hi guys, we've got Scotland captain Preston Mompson. If I can ask you again just to silence your phones please, we'll get started. TV down the back ready? Okay, who'd like to ask the first question?
How disappointing was that?
Yeah, it was very disappointing. I think at the same time it's a good eye-opener to see the world's best and how they operate, and where the bar is at the very top. I think it's a good experience for us, and we'll take a lot out of today.
Preston, you said at the toss that you would have batted, but does the mindset change knowing obviously O'Shea's plan was to just come out and attack you and try and obviously limit the length of the game?
No, I think we wanted to be as positive as possible today, and I think in the stroke play we had there, I think it showed that we went out there with a very positive frame of mind, and we wanted to just go out and express ourselves. Unfortunately, that meant frequent wickets falling too often, and no real partnership, no real platform to get a decent total. So I definitely would have batted first if we had it again. But at the same time, they bowled very well.
Where do you see the future of Scottish cricket going?
It has to go up. We have a very, I think, quality 15 players that are here, or 14 at the moment. But I think we've come a long way in the last 12 months since qualifying the World Cup. It's been a journey. The last 6 games, I can't put into words, what we'll take out of those games. We'll leave much better, much stronger. I think mentally, what a difference the past 6 games will make to everyone in that dressing room. I think we have to go back to associate cricket and look to dominate every game we play. I think we have the capabilities to do that. And whenever World Cup qualifying tournaments come around, we have to go out there and make sure we finish at the top and we qualify for every tournament in the future. You look at what Ireland have done. I think the reason that they compete so well at these tournaments is purely through the experiences that they've had when they've got themselves to these tournaments. And the key for them is that they keep qualifying for these tournaments, so their players build up that bank of experience, and when the tough situations come, when the opportunity to win those close games come, they seem to do it. I see that as huge potential for us. There's so much for us to grow in the next 12 months. We have the T20 qualifiers coming up in June. So, it's critical that we do well in that tournament and qualify for that competition.
Preston, you talked about experiences, but I suppose it was quite similar to what happened against New Zealand, and similar number of ducks, I think, as well, and partnerships not coming. I just wonder how you go about rectifying that in the future when you're not facing that kind of top level bowling on a regular basis, and whether there was an element of, I suppose, listlessness about the kind of end of tour kind of match for you, and how you keep yourself motivated for that kind of game.
Yeah, no, there was never a question of lack of motivation there today. We wanted to come out and we wanted to stand up against the Australians. We knew that they would come hard with pace. As hard as you prepare, it's a very difficult thing to prepare for if you've not really been through those experiences very often. You have net bowlers, etc., the day before games, but no one in those nets is hitting up to 145, 150 k's per hour. And when you're out in the middle, as I've said before, things are amplified, and it is a challenge. How we get more experiences facing that sort of bowling and being put under that sort of pressure, I'm not sure. But certainly some sort of program needs to be in place that we are being exposed to that sort of level of cricket or just below, so that we are getting better.
Preston, how do you rate Mitchell Stark's performance today compared to, say, Bolt and Southey first up against you guys? With Stark, do you think he's the best you guys have come up against? Or?
Very similar. Left arm bowlers look to swing the ball. I think both of them hitting good pace at the moment. Both of them in good form. Probably not much to tell apart from either of them. I'm sure they'll they'll go on to have very good World Cups, the both of them.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks.
Cheers.
Just waiting for confirmation, and probably be Michael Clark and should start, but I don't want any surprises. Yeah, I think so. I just get 100% confirmation. Microphone wise, is that okay? Did you? I think it's generally okay. Yeah. That's it, let's answer this question. Okay, ladies and gents. TV ready to stand back?
It's a bit warmer again. It's a bit warmer again.
Yes, sir.
Feeling it here.
Ian, looks like you've got the mic. Thanks, Rob.
Michael, well done. How significant is it to get that victory and to be able to finish on that side of the draw?
It's always nice to win, there's no doubt about that. And the way we won as well, we knew that there was rain forecasted for this afternoon, so it was important that we tried to bowl Scotland out. Fortunately, that worked. And credit to the bowlers with their execution. Obviously, Starkey was outstanding again, but I thought the other guys did a great job in continuing to look to take wickets. I thought our fielding was really good again, our catching. And then to make the runs, I obviously changed the order a little bit to give guys a hit, but our main goal was to try and win the game. And as we've seen, rain throughout the night. Guys had to sacrifice themselves for the team and score as quickly as possible, especially at the end there. So it is a real positive for us going into the quarter-final, having another win. One little hiccup against New Zealand that is in the front of our minds, and we make sure that no matter who we play against now, we're fully focused and playing our best cricket, because obviously it's a knockout stage now. Who we play against, we're still unsure. We know we're playing in Adelaide, and we know we finished second in our draw. So that's that's a positive. I would have liked to have not lost the game, but as you know, once you get to the quarterfinals, that's the most important part: getting there firstly, and then having success in that first quarterfinal to hopefully make a semi.
Remember?
Michael, how anxious did it get, particularly that first shower didn't seem particularly heavy? Were you always confident that the forecast suggested you'd get a result, or were you actually starting to think we may get rained out here?
I think there was obviously doubt about getting a result. There was rain forecast and it didn't look great. There was always a fair bit of wind, so we had confidence that would continue to blow the rain away, but it could also blow rain in. But at the end of the day, the fact that we knew we already qualified for a quarter-final was a positive. It's just we wanted to win this game to finish second rather than third or fourth. So that was our main focus, on making sure we did everything we could to try and win this game.
Michael, you identified yesterday yourself
Watson and Jimmy Faulkner is needing some time in the middle. You obviously got a fairly lengthy hit out there. Do you think they'll be happy and satisfied, and you satisfied with the brief time they had there in that range of lap?
Ideally, three of us to get 100 each. I think we did whatever we could. We made the most of whatever opportunity we had. I think most importantly, everybody in the squad mentally is ready to go. I still felt a little bit rusty there with the bat. I don't think Watto would have played that shot if he wasn't putting the team first, and Jimmy Faulkner had to come in and try and smack it at the end there. So we made the most of it. Mentally, all the guys are switched on, and because they're training so well, that makes life a lot easier. It's just today, if things worked out nicely, it would have been ideal for us to spend as much time in the middle as possible. All three of us got a bat, so that's better than how it could have been.
Tim?
Mitch, you've gone to the top of the wicket-taking tally for the tournament. How much confidence are you taking into the knockout stage now?
Yeah, the ball's coming out nicely. Can't complain at all, and it's coming out consistently. But more importantly, we're winning games, and that's all that matters. It's as long as we're winning games, I think confidence is going to be high, and especially going into the knockout stages, taking a little bit of momentum. As Michael said, some guys got some time in the middle. I think we're all bowling quite well. We're training well. Look, personally, just nice to see the ball coming out consistently. Working on different plans, whether it be at training or in the game, but it's nice to see them coming off, and things that we can work on. There's always things we can improve on, but I think today was just nice to see that we all did the basics very well as a fielding unit, as a bowling unit, and then some very selfless cricket there to the line before that weather had any impact.
Mate, how did you sort of assess Pat Cummins' performance? Like, he sort of came back strongly, but went through a few injuries as well. Do you think he'll?
Yeah, look, he's obviously had that little bit of a niggle there, and he's come back. Bowled a lot of good balls, got 3 wickets. He went for a couple of runs, but I think the writing was on the wall for them. They were 7 down and chancing their arms. So look, I don't think he bowled badly at all. He bowled some really good balls that got hit for runs. So he's only going to get better. He's only 21. He's had a couple of days off from bowling, so he'll be better off for the run, and a couple of days training in Adelaide, he'll be ready to go.
Yes.
Michael, when you came back from the resumption, was it, I guess because Mitch had shown this form for a long time and he's like, we need to end this innings quickly, that's why you gave the ball to Mitch at that stage?
I don't know the exact reason why I gave the ball to, it was going to be both Mitchells, probably because they're our most experienced 2 bowlers. They were starting to put a partnership together, so I wanted to break that partnership. So Starkey was going to bowl the end he bowled, and Jono was going to bowl the top end. And probably because they've both done it before a number of times.
KR?
Mitch, how much do you like the Adelaide pitch, especially looking forward to perform there? So how much do you enjoy that?
Not as much as I enjoy Sydney. Look, it's always nice to play in Australia, and we've had a few games there with our warm-up game there, obviously, where we all played quite well with battle ball. So, look, it's a ground that we've all played some cricket at, we all know quite well. So we play, which comes out of tomorrow's game. We'll be ready to go. We've got plenty of time to train, and look, I don't think that wicket changes too much in terms of what we think we're going to get. So, look, we'll all prepare well, as we have done for the whole World Cup, and we'll be ready to go no matter what we face.
Thanks, man.